It's Tuesday, April 25th, 2023. We are now in the third cell. It's the evening time. It's about 7 o'clock in the evening. We're in the third cell now of the second row. The grass here is still very, very tall. Some places the grass is taller than the wire that I put out. So the cows have plenty of land. There's no way they can eat all this grass in the time that they have. It's hard to find their manure. So they're not really having much of an effect on the land at all. My neighbor called me and said, "Hey, did you know that my bull was in your pasture?" I said, "Yeah. I was going to tell you, but I was worried you might want him to come back." He's like, "No, I'll keep him there." And then he half-jokingly said, "I just want one calf." So maybe next year, if he's still around, he's planning on moving. But if he's still around, I'll at least name one of the calves in his honor or something. I don't know if he needs another calf, though. He doesn't really plan on doing farming anymore. He's got to retire. So it's number 18. Number 18's mom is Dusty there. Number 18 is a bull. There's the ram lamb. I guess not a lamb anymore now. They're over a year old. You got to shed your coat. It's going to get warm soon. It is about 63 degrees right now. It's cold enough. I wish I had a jacket, but not so cold that I'm going to go back to get it. The wind is blowing from the east. That's the direction, from the east. We're supposed to get a storm tomorrow. There might be some storm tonight. So it's going to be good times. We're going to get some more rain. So this is traditionally some of the worst part of my pasture. I think further south is even worse than this, but the middle of my pasture doesn't do as well as the two sides. And I don't know exactly why that is. It just doesn't. But as you can see, I literally have no reason to complain right now. Now it looks like we still have some running manure. Let's go see what that looks like. Oof. There's number 24. Oh, is there more coming out? Regardless, she has a pretty clean butt. Normally they get streaks from where their tail was. Is old yellow. And number 21 is demonstrating how waterfalls work. One of the things I noticed is when the water's close to the cows, they drink more and they pee more. But if they have to go a long distance to get the water, they travel in groups. They don't pee quite as much. So I think it's good to keep them close to their water. And the furthest they can get from the water is if they went to the corner of the end of this row, or the end of that row. And that would be, let's see, a quarter mile, and then an eighth mile. So 2,250 feet or so. 2,280 feet. But the rows are, the cells are 180 feet, so subtract 180 feet from that. Well, they wouldn't walk a whole 1,000 feet. They would walk a third of that, so 2/3 of that, 666 feet. 667 rounding off. So a little over 1,000 feet. I would, if I did have the water running down the middle of my property, I would definitely set up watering stations there. And if I'm going to continue with this rotation, which so far I kind of like it, it's very different than what I was doing before. What's going on? Just a car? But I do like it so far. And if I continue with this rotation, I might just put water down the middle of the field. I want to look at those lambs again. Sheep. Sheep, sheep, sheep. So when the grass is tall, the sheep keep their faces off the ground. That way the parasites don't have a chance to recycle through their bodies. So Looks like everybody's healthy. The lambs are doing well. Everybody's healthy. I need to go back to my records, see how old the youngest lamb is, the youngest calf is. Oh, what is that? That's an anthill. And then if it's too young, I need to pull the calves off. The young heifers. This one might be too young. No, this one is actually one of the first calves I ever got. This calf is over a year and a half old. You are more than ready to breed. Yeah, you're ready. You were born last, I want to say July. Not last July, 2 Julys ago. Yeah. 2 Julys ago, so that's a year and 3/4. She's almost 2 years old. She's more than ready to be bred. She's not a very big calf. I don't want big calves. Ah, looks like the bull's getting interesting. Might have to censor this. Bull is getting interested. There's lots of ladies out here for you, Mr. Bull. And this bull, I think, is 2.5 years old, maybe 3 years old now. The dog is going crazy. Now, I have not known Hindungi to actually bite the other dog. He will bare his teeth and growl. Granted, his growl is not a friendly thing, but the other dog is a big faker. Kayla, was Hindungi actually biting him?
I have no idea.
I don't think he was. Just that dog's a big whiner.
Well, other than the fact that...
You ready for your daily pat? Too bad you already had it. Nope, no pats for you. No pats for you either. I already gave you a pat. I'll give you a rub though. You too. Hey, you guys, I want you to protect the animals, okay? Watch over the lambs. Stop picking on the young puppy there, okay? Otherwise he'll get back at you the same way you got back at Toby. Alright, that's all I have for you guys. Enjoy this beautiful sunset and scenery. Have a great day. Bye-bye.